so much for joining me. If you haven't been here before, my name is Tracy and this is a DIY upcycling channel. And today I want to paint a pair of overalls. I got these at the thrift store for $6.99. Painted denim is making a huge statement in the trend reports, but that's not why I want to do it. I do a lot of filming of dyeing clothes and dyeing and painting fabrics and things like that. And I want something cute to put on that I won't ruin. So that is my main objective. I started with these. I did the back already. And I will give you a close-up and talk more about that in a little bit. But I saved the front so we could do it together. I'm doing it almost identical to what we're doing to the back. So let's get started. I am using plain old acrylic craft paint that you can find almost anywhere. Walmart, craft stores. I have all different brands, but they're all acrylic craft paint. And then I also have textile medium that I will be mixing with the paint. The rule of thumb is 2 parts paint to 1 part textile medium. The first thing I'm going to do is take white paint mixed with the textile medium, and I have a brush. It's just an old beat up brush I use on craft projects. It's about 1.5 inches wide, and I am going to block out some areas so that I can paint over top of that. When you paint a colorful like green or blue over top of the white, it's a lot more vibrant than painting right on the denim. And so I am just going to start. And I like really digging in. A lot of the painted jeans that you see are airbrushed, and that gives that sort of a soft airbrushed look. I want this to be pretty dry to the touch before I do the rest of the painting, so I'm going to help it along by blow drying it. Okay, now I have some bright green, and I'm going to kind of smoosh it in random areas. Now I have some aqua blue. Going to do the same thing. By the way, the pants that I'm wearing right now, they're not a tutorial, but I do have a similar tutorial that shows how to sew flower appliques on jeans. These have since been tea stained since I made them, so that's not in the video, but I have lots of tea staining videos as well. Now I have like a red, kind of an orangey red. It can quickly overwhelm, so I am only doing a few sort of swipes of this color. Now I have yellow, same sort of deal. Black. And now I'm going back to the white. I'm going to dab this off a little bit so that it's not so intense. I'm using a number 10 round pointy brush. That's just what I have laying around. Any smaller brush should work here. And now I just want to make paint splatters, or what appears to be paint splatters. So I'm making some dots and some little slashes in various areas. Now I'm going to do the same thing with white and yellow, since those are my brightest colors. Now with black paint, I'm going to stencil the word create on this side of the leg. Going back to my black paint, and I have a stencil brush, a paper plate, and I have 2-inch stencils. I'll see if I can find the link to these. I got them on Amazon quite a long time ago. And I am going to come up the leg. I'm going to stop at the bottom. That way I don't have to worry that I'm going to run out of room when I get down here. I think I'm going to do a little touch up with a skinny little brush. I want to go back to my white paint, and I have a brush that looks like this, and I'm using the very end of it, not the brush part, and I'm going to make dots inside each letter. So I'll just dip it in my paint, load it up really well, make little dots. When everything is dry, I'll take this down to my ironing board, and I'll take a piece of parchment paper, cover up the areas I'm going to heat set. I want to heat set this paint, and my iron will be on its hottest setting, no steam, and I will go over all the areas holding my iron on for 30 seconds in each spot. Here's what the back looks like. I stenciled Stay Weird. And then I did a little rose applique next to Stay because it was a little off center. Here's the front again. How fun are those? And it was a fun project to do. It was kind of nice to get out of the sewing room. You can wear this as soon as the paint is dry, but don't wash these for 2 weeks because the paint needs to cure. All that moisture needs to be evaporated out of the paint. And when you do wash these, what I would do is turn them inside out, wash them in a gentle or delicate cycle with woolite and cold water. And you can throw them in the dryer. I feel like the hot dryer heat sets that paint even more. You know, I am seeing painted denim, mostly in jeans. I just wanted to do a pair of bibs, but all over Pinterest, all over the runway, by big designers who are charging big prices, hundreds and hundreds. You know, DIY it. $6.99 for the bibs. You know, I did buy the stencils, but acrylic paint, you can get it for like 99 cents a bottle for the smaller ones. So have fun with it. I'm going to bring it in a little closer so you can see more of the details. And I thank you so much for watching.